Here it is. Wait, so we got some. I'm gonna roll a cigarette so we have people. Let's talk about the heat. Bump, 2 people. Hey, what's up? Hold on 1 second. I'm coming. I wanted a cigarette. So I was trying to make a video on my phone, and my phone shut off because it was too hot. So we'll see how long I can go live without the tablet overheating. And yeah, we'll just start there. Oh, Mac made it. Hey, Mac. Barbara Horn. Hey, Barbara. So, like, the stuff I was going to talk about, Mac already knows. So... it's hot as fuck today. This is not working, right? It's not over 120. That would be like almost 130. I don't know. I was so proud of myself yesterday. I moved the thermometer outside. And at about, I don't know, what time did we leave for commodities, Mag? Like 7:30. It was already reading 120, and that can't be. So I got to get another thermometer. So don't see that and think that, like, yeah. Anyway. 3 heat-related deaths in 36 hours in the slabs. We've got a couple seasoned vets that are in the hospital right now. Or have gone to the hospital with heat-related injuries. So, hydrate. Stay wet. Hydrate. No alcohol. You guys asked how I beat the heat. I don't beat it, I hide from it, dude. There is no beating the heat out here. The heat fucking bends you over, makes you its bitch. Fucking, this place sucks. But you've asked where I hang out at all day, and basically right here. Look at my wet ass print on the couch. This is what I do all day, every day. I sit here, trying not to die. Within this shaded area, trying not to die. I've got water tanks over here that when I dry out, which my bandana's not wet anymore. I need to wet it. I step out here, I get wet, and then I come back over here and I try not to die. It's not a joke. It's not something that I'm trying to glamorize. However, if you're not just sitting still in the summertime, if you're out there running around doing dumb shit, you're fucking up. If you don't have a shade structure, you're fucking up. And that's why I'm nervous about the YouTube channel, because I'm not trying to glorify certain aspects of this life. And there's a couple people that are talking about coming out here at an inappropriate time. If you show up in August, you're an idiot. Okay? I'm done being nice about it. If you show up in the summertime, trying to establish a camp in the summertime, and you've talked to somebody out here and they know better and they've said something to you. I showed up in May. I had no idea what I was getting into. Okay? Nobody coached me and said, you should wait a couple months. And then come out here after it's not been... Anyway, if someone has told you that's out here that knows better, and you come out in the summertime anyway, you're retarded. You're just... something wrong with you. Because people are dropping like flies out here. Look at my hat. You see the sweat lines in my hat? Yeah, Barbara. I mean, and I don't mean this in an offensive way. It's... in the wintertime, it's tourist season. In the summertime, only the retarded, dumbest of the dumb stay out here all year long, right? And I do that. I tolerate the summertime so that I can be a part of the winter, because the winter's fantastic out here. Look at my fucking face. I'm starting to get fucking broke out everywhere. Now that I'm not on dope, I don't have prickly heat in my hair or under my arms, or, when I was raising my body temperature way beyond capacity. The caveat of being off the dope is now I know exactly what heat stroke feels like. Then fucking, it's not cool. It's not cool. So the thing with the pool, okay, right? Sounds like a good idea. I have a canal right there. And hypothetically, I have a canal right there, right? I would never get in the canal. because you're not allowed to. It's illegal. And in fact, on the entire length of this side of the lower canal, I'm the only one that got a no swimming sign. Okay, so the problem with the pool. The water, I showed you these water cubes over here. Let's look at them again. The water coming out of these fucking cubes is so incredibly fucking hot. It's almost scalding, okay? If you fill up one of these 5-gallon work buckets, I don't even know if I got it in the shot. The work bucket. And you leave it out in the sun, and you pour it over yourself, you're gonna have a bad time. You can burn all the skin off your body. So, a pool, I started to I cut one of those cubes. I dug the hole. I was going to sink it in the ground. And, I can't see it. I was going to sink it in the ground, but, I don't have it. It's not covered yet. And so to waste all that time and energy on a pool when I have a canal right there, I'm still kind of debating on if I want to do that still and where I'm going to put it. I'm going to use that hole as an adobe pit. I think for mixing adobe. Let's see. JJ must be helping me. JJ, if you're listening, I want you to show all of the inappropriate, I want you to show all of the inappropriate, held for review comments, because those are usually my favorite, and they're usually held for a dumb reason. Like, Barbara's ears were held for laughing my ass off. Sunrise and sunset are the best. Like, what was inappropriate about that? I'm going to go back and read some of these comments right now. I have no idea how long I'll be live because, like I said, I was trying to make a video where I was talking about this, and my phone got pissed off and just shut itself down. And it was the new S9 that JJ just got me. Anyway, so, yeah, Dot's awesome. Dot's pool is covered, right? So, again with the pool, the more shallow it is, and if it's not in a really nice, enclosed, shady area, it's gonna just heat the hell up. Yeah, hell yeah, Caitlin, October, for sure. Sunrises are my favorite, but I don't wake up that early anymore, hardly ever, now that I'm not on drugs. See, when I was on drugs, I didn't wake up for the sunrise, I just stayed up all night. I love the sunrise. This morning I came outside because it was still, so my RV is 10 degrees warmer inside than it is outside. So if it's dropping into the high 80s, low 90s at nighttime, it's still 100 in my house in the morning when I wake up, which sucks. So I stumbled out the door at 5 a.m. I thought I was going to catch a killer sunrise and just pass out on this couch. And the sunrise was kind of... Yeah, 3 deaths in 36 hours. I'm trying to get a total count for the summer. We have quite a few every year. I don't know, Mac, chime in. How many die regularly in the summertime? And this year, one of them at least I know is a seasoned vet. And I know 3 people right now who have gone to the hospital in the last couple of days that have been out here for years. This year, and so I asked Tori, why, like, because I was on dope all the other summers I've been here, and this is my first summer where I've been sober, and I'm like, is it really that bad? Why is everybody dying? And she thinks the fact that it has been cool until the end of June, people didn't really acclimate to the heat or something. I'm not sure. So about the beginning of June, I'm walking around, still fucking doing chores and shit out in the direct sunlight because it's not really that hot. Like, this isn't that bad. What the fuck? Like, maybe I was just high and I made it worse for myself or something like that, thinking the summer was so awful. And then the end of June slapped me in the nuts. Like, this was just the most mild summer that we've had on record for years and years and years. And when it starts raining in August, everyone out here really will be fucked because it'll be hot and humid. Shag gang for life. I love your Facebook. Dot's the best. 10 TV. Hey, what's up? Ella won't talk to me. I think I pissed Ella off. I'm not allowed to join their little girl club. And I'm not allowed to get any of the girl accessories like the rape whistle or the motion sensor light because apparently I'm not in danger of those things out here or something. Then she had some stuff for sale and I messaged her on Facebook and she just doesn't,
Alien.
Cali girl, what's up? Yeah, it's hell in August. Imagine at 117 with 78% humidity, and that's what we lived through last year, almost the entire summer, because it would rain for 15 seconds in the morning time, and it just fucked the whole rest of the day. And then for 2 or 3 days after that, we were waiting for the humidity to dissipate, and then it would rain again for like literally 15 fucking seconds. The ground would barely even be wet. Hell yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say something else. I lost it. Gone. Hey, Six Troop, what's up? It's hot, but it's not that bad. So I'm looking at my, hey, Critter Bones. I'm looking at the weather app right now, and I'm closer to Nyland, right? In Nyland, it says it's only 100 right now. It's supposed to peak at like 111 today. Everyone else uses Calipat. Calipat's further away, and there's more concrete there. There is no slabs. That's why I was hoping this thermometer would be cool, but obviously it's not that hot yet. I like to go with the cooler temperature weather. Like when I look at the weather, I look at the Nyland weather. One, because I'm closer and to Nyland, and I feel like it's more accurate somehow. Two, I can wrap my head around lower temperatures better than like 117 and shit. Like when Andrew came down yesterday and said it was 119. If I'd known that all day long, I probably would have psychologically been like all day long, because 119 doesn't feel compatible with life. You know what I mean? I'd rather look at the Nyland temperature where it's only like 107, 110, and I can deal with that. Critter making fun of me, 77 here today. Where is that, by the way? We're at in Arizona, Alien. I know a couple people that would like to stop by and see you. Indiana, that's cool. I have so many other bombing range treasures that I want to show you so bad, but I can't put them on TV like that. Hell yeah. I love Washington. I was up in Bellingham before I came here. I drove through all the way up to Canada almost. Beautiful country. Beautiful area of the country, the Pacific Northwest. My favorite cold food when the heat gets so high. They have these like 2 packs of key lime pies. Like you get 2 slices of key lime pie at the fucking... at the market that we have by the house, and usually I get one for me. I get the pack, and then whoever took me gets the other pie. That's my favorite treat. The deal too, right, the other day we went to the store. Andrew was, at first he was like, no, I'm not going to waste money on ice cream, but you have to understand, like, you have to cool your core internally. So a popsicle, they sell like little ice cream cone drumsticks or whatever. You know, they're kind of pricey, but like, gotta invest in yourself. Another thing is ice. You have to have ice. Have to have ice. When it's 117 outside, that means your water is at what? 117 at least. And it's really hard to rehydrate and to stay cool when you're putting warm fluids back into your body. You know? I'm not sure what Puyallup is. That's a cool name. I just know I drove up I guess it's 101 all the way up the coast. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Fucking 57 in England. I would die if I was in England, dude. And I saw you got a new vibrator. High five. Staying as safe as I can. Again, for the people that just got here, this is literally what I do all day. I just got wet, so there's a fucking wet spot on the couch. I cannot be in the house because it's too hot. Like, honest to God, you run in the house, you grab what you need, you come back outside. It took me, this is the first year that I've had a shade structure that covered all of this space. Last year, I just had it over the door. So when you come out and you establish your camp, don't forget that summer is coming. It's the opposite of Game of Thrones. Summer's coming, and you need to prepare for summer. And if you end up without shade structure, you're not doing it right. Yeah, so Slabs is hotter because of the sand. So the other day I was out pumping water, and I had run out there, and I forgot that it was the time of day that I can't go barefoot because it's too goddamn hot and you'll burn the shit out your feet. So I splash some water from the pump on the ground, and what you do at that point is create hot lava that sticks to your feet. And then when you try to brush it off, you're just spreading the hot lava around. It fucking sucks. But I got some cool new slides, and they've really been working out for me. Vernon Todd got these for me, and I love these things, man. They're so nice. Let's see. No, if I was in England right now, I'd be uncomfortable. I was never the cold girl, right? I've always been a little bit heavier. And coming from Florida, I liked being cold. So like I was always the last one to put on a jacket. When I worked as a nurse, I never wore a jacket in the hospital because I was always moving. I don't like the heat, but I tolerate the heat well. Now, if it's 80 degrees outside, I'm looking for a light sweater to put on. It's after living the summer out here, it really changes your body in a way that's okay. Hey, let's see. Okay, so check this out too, right? So I was with Waterboy last year, and he got locked up in like June, and they let him out in August. And by that time, I had like acclimated to how hot it was. I'd made peace with it, and everything was okay. And then when he came home, and he was sleeping in the same bed as me, just having another person in that extra body heat in the room, oh my fucking God, I used to fucking get so mad at him. Like, why don't you go somewhere? Start doing dope again so you could fucking, I don't know, go out there and tweet. Get out of the fucking house. Holy shit. Dude, so I lived, I've been to Monterey, to the cannery, and what the other, they got the thing with the fish, the aquarium. It's really nice there. I lived in the Bay Area for quite a few years. I loved it there. All right, the igloo coolers are the best kind of coolers because they're built kind of like a deep freezer, right? They're the shape, so the hot air rises, and if you keep them really clean and you're gonna drink the water out of them, as long as you're draining the water out of the spigot on the regular, you can keep ice for a really long time in the igloos. They're sweet. I have a Ozark. Mine's a different style cooler. It works pretty good. It's got really nice seals on it, but it's not an igloo. Pew all up. That's cool. A misting system would be cool as shit, right? Like fucking like the football players when they come off the field and they're sitting on the bench and they've got that thing, that would be perfect for out here. However, fans are a ridiculously high energy draw, and to run a fan of that caliber, basically what you're doing is creating a gigantic evaporative cooler. You'd have to have a mega solar system to be able to push that. I've got fans in the house directly hooked up to solar panels to kind of blow, because I can be in the house when it's really hot as long as there's airflow. Even though I don't choose to be, because it's still not good for you. But you forgot my name already. What the fuck? Hey, Tommy. It's Angie, like the Rolling Stones song, that awful song. Fucking, I prefer the Lumineers. Angela, that one's cool. Hell yeah. Lawton, Oklahoma. John McCormick. See, I gotta look at the word again because I already forgot how to say it. Pew all up. That's funny. I do like fall. So yeah, so the slabs goes from fucking way too fucking hot to way too fucking cold, and there's like a couple of months or weeks in between that are the most beautiful weather you've ever seen. And it's funny, after it rains, everything blooms here. So instead of having like a bloom in the spring, it's really like wintertime when there's flowers. That's sign language for flowers. So as far as Critter for the wind tunnels, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with earth ships. I discovered earth ships probably about April or March. What they were. Basically, they're taking tires, used tires that nobody wants anymore and that has to be recycled. And they are adobing over these tires, and they're creating like these igloos that with a tunnel, you put a wind tunnel underneath, and you're creating thermal mass. So by the time the wind has traveled through the thermal mass, up under the thermal mass, you're creating a wind tunnel basically of like cooler air. Now that I know what they are, plans to begin building one starting this winter. So you can't use tarps for anything out here, however, unless you ratchet strap them down. Because we do have desert wind out here, ridiculously high gusts of wind. If you don't have permeable, like if you can't, you can see this has holes in it, right? So when it blows a little bit and the flaps a little bit in the wind, but something like this will create a sail. All right, hold on. Let me put my shoes back on. I'll show you the tarp on the other. So I tried to tarp off the other side of the house, knowing that you can't use tarps. But I ratchet strapped it down, and I did a terrible job. I lost it within like a week of installing it. And this is what it looks like now. Yeah. It ripped the boards that I had screwed into the ceiling, or to the roof, off of the roof. If I could get this, so the earth ship is going to go somewhere right here. I'm going to start with the tires, and then I don't know how high we'll come up. We'll see what we can do. But if I could block the sun from hitting the side of the RV, man, my life would be so much better. I just didn't, I had a lot going on winter last year. And I was working more on this side than that side. And back to the terrarium. JTLBZ. Yeah, don't do slab trucks. Mac, you don't even get in the fucking canal. You want to build a pool now? I already told you I'd dig a hole. No, I've never been to England. I would love to see it. Australia, Ireland, like I would love to travel. And that was something that I was looking into back when I was working as a nurse, but it's not, this is so much more fun. I've always wanted to have my own house, have my own space, have my own land. And I don't actually have this land. Technically, I'm squatting. But I can paint my RV. I can build what I want without building codes. I can decorate literally everything and make this space mine. And I don't have to worry about, one, being completely house poor, right, where I'm working to pay a mortgage for some land that I'll never own. Basically, when my kid turned like 15, I put myself through school and I worked as a nurse. And by the time she turned 15 is about when I was coming up over my debt pile to where I could have invested maybe in some property. And then I'm looking at these places in the Bay Area. They wanted to finance me for $500,000. Well, for why? Because my kid's going to be off on her own here soon, and I'm going to be stuck with this gigantic pile of debt. So I had a little midlife crisis. I bought an RV, and I ended up moving out to the desert. But that's what we did. Yeah, portable air conditioners are great if you can run them, right? Right now I've got a janky-ass, shitty-ass battery that's bowed and out of cycles. And so yesterday, because I have a radiator fan in here directly to a solar panel, right? It completely bypasses all of my solar system. The fan was on, and I didn't realize I left my other fan on. So last night when I went inside, I had no power. So I had to kill my fan at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It sucked. Fans are a ridiculous draw. They eat through a battery. It's a pain in the ass. Portable air conditioners would be great too. It's hard to have enough solar to run an AC off of solar. You have to almost have a special kind of air conditioner. If I had a bigger charge controller, I could hook up more of the panels that I'm kind of wasting on the radiator fans right now to my system. And that'll be my next big purchase. But due to donations that I received recently, thank you guys so very much. I'm going to be upgrading my battery here soon. So hopefully I'll be able to run a swamp cooler overnight now. Maybe the AC. We'll see. I have a friend down here with a freezer. So I tend to keep my ice in the freezer. I've got a really nice cooler. I've been told that you have to put the cooler like 6 feet underground or something like that to get the benefit of the thermal mass. You can keep it covered with a thick blanket to help with heat loss too. Keep it out of direct sunlight. Don't put hot drinks in it or you'll burn through your ice immediately. There's some tricks out here, but basically your biggest expense, biggest expense in the summertime is ice. And they just raised the price of it. It's $3 for a block now. And not to mention, if you guys that are out here haven't already noticed, Maze is doing us on these fucking blocks of ice, right? They're using the crushed ice and then they're like forming it into a block instead of it being that solid, nice, thick ice that lasts forever like they have at the Sunoco. So, Sunoco for life. I've got 2 little swamp coolers that my friend let me borrow. They're in the house. They're I can't even do it. They're like as big as the tablet. How about that? They're a cube. And they work on a drip system, so there's no pump. And those things have been helping a hell of a lot. I was actually just thinking about it. I should bring one out here and let it evaporative cool me outside. I've just kind of been trying to save my power for nighttime because with the battery I currently have, I have to choose between fan or lights. So I charge up my little battery packs in my phone and stuff during the day, which can't even do anymore because it's too fucking hot. It won't, it'll blow the battery. The phone got pissed off. I was trying to make a video earlier. Why is there no donation thingy? Because I'm not actually monetized yet. I don't have enough watch hours, hence that we're going live right now. The little blue things, yeah, that'd be cool. I would have to be disciplined enough to walk them down to the freezer and then cycle through them every day. If I got a hold of some, that's something I probably would do. And what I've seen Mojo do at her camp is she puts those little blue freezer packs in her igloo and fills it up with water, and then that's for the dog water. Last year, there was a rumor circulating that giving your dogs ice water would cause them to bloat, and that's not actually true. It's not allowing your dog to have water for long periods of time, and then they're gulping the water because they're so thirsty, they're sucking in air. And people have associated it with ice, but it's not really the ice that's the issue. So giving your dogs cold water is fine. I could try to make a basement for sure, except for my dumbass built in a wash. I thought the washes were like the little riverbeds that I have over here and over here, but no, in entirety, this whole motherfucker is a wash. And that means when it rains, it floods bad. So anything that's built lower down into the ground is going to retain water and become a mosquito pit. So maybe up in the slabs, I know Jinxie's house was underground partly. They don't flood as bad in that area. I say was. Fire victim. It's fire season. I hate fires. I think fires are cowardly. Hell yeah. Yeah, flood zone. Hole's dangerous. And mosquito pits. What's up, Aaron? Reading all these. How did I get an RV? I cashed out. When I had my midlife crisis, I quit my job, cashed out my 401k, and I went and bought an RV. Trailers and RVs are really easy to come by here. But my advice to you guys is don't buy them before you show up. Don't buy anything before you show up. Yeah, the Earthship videos are fucking bomb. Bomb. They look like a hell of a lot of work, but the way that the ones that they have set up on the TV show are so efficient on energy and water recycling and things like that. It's going to be like a nailed it moment, you know what I mean? I'm going to put it together and it'll be good enough. But, yeah. All right, I'm going to talk about monetization. So for 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, you unlock the ability to sell merchandise, which I'm already looking into stickers, because I want to plaster my face all over everything. And I saw a sticker of Jinxie, and I got really jealous. I would love to have a Jinxie sticker, by the way, if anybody has one. So you get You can sell merchandise and you can do the super thanks, and there's something else that you get, but you are still not monetized until 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So I need to make longer content. You know, who would have expected to get watch hours, me posting like 30-second fucking little videos, you know what I mean? Still on my way. Silicon Valley. I used to live there. They did not drop it to 500 Mac. Oh, maybe I read that wrong. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mokan. It's not 119 degrees here yet. I think it's only a little bit over 100. I don't know. I can't look because it's on this phone and my other two, or on this tablet. And my other two phones are dead. I don't want to go to San Diego. I could just go to Max if I wanted AC, right? I mean, the problem with going into AC and getting thrust back out into 110 degree weather is unkind. It's really, it sucks. I could leave. I don't have to stay here. But I choose to, because move your feet, lose your seat. Like, I could leave for the summertime like most people do. That's why the population drops to a couple hundred. You know, it's all right. I'm barely even sweating. Let's see. Fart Sack Jack, I got plenty of solar panels. What I don't have is a charge controller that can handle the amount of, it's either amperage or voltage that I'm putting through it. I've got huge panels. 365 watt, 36 volt panels. So I can only hook up one at a time. My day so far has been pretty good. Went to Commodities this morning, got some grapes and some pulled pork. That's what's for dinner. About to get back in the canal because it's starting to get hot. Build a box out of thick ass pink styrofoam. Double up on all sides. It will for sure help save it. Cover with your heavy blankets. Yeah, I mean, I've got a really bomb cooler, so I'm not tripping. It's those crappy coolers that don't have good seals and stuff, or if there's an issue with your seal. Like I had another Ozark Trail that had like a drain on the bottom and the side of it, which was dope because you didn't have to lift the cooler up to dump the water out of it. The dogs realized that the water was a little bit drippy right there, and they chewed the fucking seal. Lots of people in the hospital. I don't post a what I need list because I still feel weird about that, but I will. You know, I'm trying to show off. My mom is not proud of me. She won't respond to my fucking messages, and this is kind of like, nah. Look what I'm doing, Ma. You know what I mean? I love you, and you're fucking so mean. You should respond to me. Be proud of me. I'm sorry I quit my job. It didn't make me happy. This is way cooler, and I've got pets and stuff now. I need extension cord. So my dumb ass bought fucking light duty extension cord. I'm going to try to return it to Walmart and see if I can upgrade it to some heavy duty. That fucking sucks. Yeah, Mac, I've got tons of fucking... Mac's going to be freezing water for me. So that way I don't have to pay for ice, because it gets expensive. What is my height? I don't know, like 5'7". I'm a big bitch. I thought I was super tall. Like, I've always been either the tallest or the second tallest chick in my, like, growing up and stuff in class. And then get out here, and these bitches are, like, huge. I'm a widow girl now. I like your face. I'd buy one. Thanks, Barbara. Yeah. Sure you don't want to give me some drugs first? Like you did all the other women? Alien? Thank you. Hey, Choppa City, what's up? Thank you. I'm gonna wrap this up so I can go get wet. I'm fucking hot and my bandana's dry. Bella's not panting yet though, right? So like, watch your dog. All right, she's starting to breathe a little heavy, but she's sleeping. We just got wet right before we did this. So now it's about time to get wet again. What are my pronouns? She. My mom's in Florida. There shouldn't be kids in here. I marked it for no kids. My kid, I cussed at my kid the whole time she was growing up, and she turned to be a productive, fantastic child. TSM Eagle, you're 8. It's cool that you're watching, but so if your parents have a different parenting style, they might not approve of you watching this content. I didn't try to censor my child. I would let her but watch and be exposed to whatever not whatever, but you know what I mean? I just like, because the first thing you do when you tell your kids, don't go do that, is what do they go do? They watch it or they do it. So, you know, I try to keep an open communication and treat her as old as what I felt like her maturity level was, so that she wouldn't hide things from me. And I think she can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that I raised a pretty decent fucking kid, and that was I just can't not cuss either. That threw me off. Pulled pork is for dinner tonight. I'm skipping over the weird stuff. Yeah, anyway. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And hell yeah. Oh yeah, Alien, keep on. Y'all have a great day.